If you were to ask me when I was first starting out as a young sax player, do you think you'll ever stand alone in front of an audience and give a concert to recorded accompaniment? I'd say no way. But now I do it all the time. The first time I played a concert with recorded accompaniment, I was the opening act for a sold-out John Tesh concert in San Diego. The funny thing is, when I arrived there for the show, playing along with recorded accompaniment was the furthest thing from my mind. They invited me to play because I had just won a saxophone contest put on by 94.7 The Wave, a radio station in Los Angeles. I just assumed they'd have me play with the band, but that's not what happened. A few minutes before the show started, they explained to me that I'd be opening the show by myself, playing along with a recording of the band. I had never heard of such a thing. I mean, a piano or a guitar player can play alone, but a saxophone? I was frightened to death to do it, but there was no time to think, so I just did it. And what do you know, it went really, really well. The entire experience was so enjoyable that I decided to create my own saxophone single act. It started off slowly, but soon the gigs were rolling in. I was mostly booked to play for elegant special events and weddings where they wanted strictly background music, a kind of musical wallpaper, which was fine with me. My repertoire included love songs and smooth jazz, and the Gary Gould saxophone single was born. It wasn't long after that I became utterly fascinated with and began to study a style of Eastern European music called klezmer. Played on the clarinet, klezmer is a great sound, and it's popular at Jewish events. So soon I was offering a combination of smooth jazz and klezmer clarinet music as a single act. Even though I created this single act, I still play in many bands, and sometimes I'm even the band leader. One time I was leading a band for a spectacular Irish wedding at the Ritz-Carlton. The bride and groom were real music lovers, and they requested that we play a wide variety of styles of music during dinner. And one of the styles, of course, was Irish. So just for the occasion, I learned to play a few tunes on the penny whistle. When we finally played our first Irish number, and I started to play the penny whistle at this wedding reception, the transformation in the atmosphere of the room was almost instant. Smiles broke out amongst everybody, kids and grown-ups. Eyes were twinkling, toes were tapping, even the servers were bouncing as they passed out their plates. Since that time, I've added the traditional Irish penny whistle to the authentic klezmer clarinet and the smooth jazz saxophone in my single act, and I figured this is a pretty entertaining collection of music to present in a live setting. So I added a little narration and started putting on concerts at schools, synagogues, universities, churches, and community centers. Every time I appear, it's with a different show. Some that spotlight a particular instrument or a family of instruments, and some that spotlight styles. I have shows to fit every time of year, including concerts for holidays and also a variety concert that'll fit in anytime. I've played for fundraisers, corporate events, luncheons, concert series, after-dinner shows. I even have an elementary school show designed to introduce the students to the family of woodwind instruments that I play. If you belong to a club or an organization that would enjoy this type of live entertainment, whether it's a concert or as background music, please make a note of my website and let's be in touch. Thank you for listening to my story, and I hope to be performing for you soon. This is a real cavalcade of entertainment you got going on here.